Yeah, now it's balance filling the tanks. Now the train's left. I mean, I don't see you aiming at kookaburras stealing food. Now that Dinson's gone. This thing could benefit from some balanced unloading too. That way the train doesn't wait on one tank. Waiting on one tank means that some of the refineries won't run, usually. I've had to deal with that problem before. That one does actually matter. Anyway, that's not really a problem for now. It's not a now problem. Things that are now problems are smelters. Those things that make plates and junk. Also, what else is good is having actual storage chests to store things. That's always an advantage to have, I guess. Also bots. Bots are good too. Just try not to stand on the track. Should have actually given some more roboports around there. Yeah, good enough. Yep, it's pulling in more bots already. Excellent. It's got 3 of those. Oh no, it's waiting to deliver. Oh, it might actually be short on blues now. Yeah, it is. No greens. Of course there's no greens. This thing's probably completely dying on... Yeah, it's dying on copper. Not good. Not good at all. It would help if I didn't redirect that. I'm actually using... Gotta fix that. I'm actually using the wrong smelter. Already there. Tell you to... Hang on. It's not right. Smelter there. What happens when you have a spaghetti starter base? You don't know which way's up. Where is it there? Nope, not that one. Where was it there? There you go, so you're not running now. You're using this smelter, which is coming from a different copper source to the other one. Which is also a very depleted copper source. Only 1 million left, there's 1.3 million left there. So this one's not sending that copper plate up there now, so it's sending it down here. Should give it a little bit of a boost to green circuits. At least temporarily. Got a little bit more room. It also occurs to me I don't have any beacons. Which I could actually use. I'll just snag that. Also, save. I might jump into the other map. The other map, which definitely isn't the same map because of accidents being made at all or anything like that. Okay. So the thing I want to know, or remind myself, is what happens to a smelter. I could just give it myself one. I believe it was 9.4 for a full beacon. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head for a 8.8 beacon though. Here they come. It is 9.4. Is it 13.4 for the full beacon? $13.4, okay. I got it the wrong way around. It's 9.4, 13.4. Okay. Going back to Kirk McDonald. Going back to this thing. Plate is 459,000, 574,000, 1,905 smelters. There's a lot of smelters, you know. Question is, do I do a full-on Colonel Will type dealio, or do I do something else? $1,000, 170 blue belt of that. Oh, what's steel at actually? 28. So I'll probably round that up to 32. Let's see. What's up? I might repurpose this one. Because this was meant to be for a different base playthrough. Right, can I select it today? I can. How generous. Ooh, you're gonna be like that, are you? Gives you an idea of how old this thing is. When the belt speed's still 2400. Uh-oh. Yep, spreadsheet time. Hey, Everest. Spreadsheet simulator. Fine, be that way. All the things to avoid messing up the formatting. Oh. It's the formula. I mean, there are several inconsistent formulas. Oh, right, it's a sum. Did you play Eve? Once upon a time, eh? So I've gone from 144 to, only 144 to 170. Really? Oh, this was because this used, there goes my voice again. No mining drills. Oh, it's the turret one. That's why. Super glad you never got into Eve. I'm glad I never got into Eve. Yeah, this thing doesn't use gun turrets anymore. So that's why the belt number isn't actually that much bigger. So 144 on 8. Not 170 on 8, I mean. It's almost 22. God damn it. I always, whenever I'm doing these little things, I always forget the equals. 176 is the next highest. What's after that? 198. Do I go just to 198? Just have an extra smelter? What is it? It's 9. Oh, it isn't. It's 23. 184. So there's 23 unloaders of copper, basically, this is saying. Unless I can figure out a way of making each smelter go further. Now, the rationale behind that is the reason why I came up with those numbers is if anyone remembers the FE base, those were full beacon like that, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I know they're wrong way around. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16. Oop, that. 16. Yeah, 16. It was something like that. Of feeding ore in, and that was one train unloader. 16. 16 belts. Actually, 16 belts, not 8 belts. No. The 16 was for the previous base. The 8 was for the previous base. 16 was the Factorio extended base. 16, the 12k base. So if I brought that up to 16, well, that's more than double. Then it would only be like 12. Maybe 11? Yeah, 11. I'll probably make it even at 12. I'm kind of inclined to overbuild it because I like the extra capacity. Now, the problem with 16 is that pulling 16 out of 8 wagons, 16 belts out of 8 wagons is difficult. And there's not really going to be any slack time. What is that? That is 2,000 per wagon. Cool. That divided by 16 means you're pulling 125 a second out. I've done something wrong. Again, the whole no sleep thing means that these things which I'm normally pretty familiar with are on struggle bus territory. Yeah, I know. It's because I'm doing it per... So it's pulling... It's really, 2,000 by 8. Remember how I said I never blew equals? There. So it's 16k. This is assuming 8 wagons. In fact, I'll just break it out. There. So 16,000 per wagon. Wagon holds 2,000. 16k total. If we have 16 belts, this means 1,000 per belt. Now, we know the belts take 45 per second. So that means it's going to take 22 seconds to empty the chest once they fill. And that's what I mean by slack time. If that makes sense. That's... yeah. I'm also trying to expand this so it actually makes sense. So yeah, we're trying to pull... If you're pulling 2 belts from each wagon, each belt in theory, pulls 1,000 ore. And then... If I record? I have recorded. I did actually start recording again. Yeah, so there's only 22 seconds between from one train in to the next train, assuming a certain unload speed. And that comes back to the inserter's chest to chest. Yeah, in this case it would be chest to chest speed, which I don't know off the top of my head, but wiki.factorio.com will tell me. I'll just pull this up. Here. Inserters. So somewhere on here. Do a full swing. Yeah, I just want to get the final number. Yeah, 26 ticks, and somewhere here should be the... Yeah, 27.69. I mean, you could just figure it out from... oh, that one is also kind of important. But it's 27.69 items per second. Chest to chest. On the cheat sheet more clear? Oh, you're right, actually. It is. Well, that was the number I was trying to remember anyway. It's about 27 to 28. 27.69. Which means... if a train comes in and has one inserter removing from the train into the chest, it has, or if it has one chest either side, it's barely faster than the rate it's going out. So the next train needs to be there, ready to go. It's got what is that, like 5 seconds, something like that? Probably not even. This is where you really got to start thinking about your actual loaders, your unloaders. This is where the complication comes. Well, this is where train unloaders get complicated, and it's something that people tend to overlook. They say, yeah, you can just like do one chest, that's perfect. Yeah, but your next train's got to be there in 6 seconds. That's why this one is also, I'm a bit unsure about the one that I was doing. I don't think I actually have one. No, I don't. In the newer version of the map. With the plastic. It's where this one's a little bit of a problem. I mean, having the second chest helps with the inserter speed, and in fact, it actually needs that too. I don't know if it can keep up. Let's see. Can this keep up? Is the question. Can I build it out of the right build as well? Because it's going to need 2 sets of inserters to try and at least make an effort into compressing a build. Let's stand on the tracks? Oh, I don't know. Multiple unload stations, most common solution? Yeah, but you won't have multiple unloads feed into the same endpoint. This thing's really janky all of a sudden. Why are they trying to paint using a brush? Oh, it's not on cursor, that's why. That explains a lot. Yeah, so this belt won't split out and feed multiple rows. Like, each one of these belts represents one belt going into a row of smelters. There. Tell you what, just for this laser's sake. Add a train. Boop. And boop. It's like effectively this is one smelter and this is one smelter is sort of where I'm leaning. Which is probably a terrible idea. But we'll see. I'm going built in and yeah, I'm gonna build this one, not bot it. Right, your cargo. Oh, wrong way around. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to do bot sandwiches for every build. It's kind of boring. Or really boring. Always go for the top one. Okay, fill you up. This thing should be here. That's still not quite enough. Actually doesn't need that. Better. Oh, it's still a bit gappy though. It's already empty as soon as the train leaves. Yeah, bot sandwich, it's just copy paste and scale up. So yeah, so 2... Like, that's what you're looking at with 2. That's the point I'm trying to nail. Like, realistically, you'd pair these up. Maybe not with blue split, with yellow splitters, you'd pair it up with blue splitters. I think that's what I did in the FE base as well. I paired them up. I'm pretty sure I didn't actually, because everything was so... The scale of everything was so ridiculous. See, now it's 4... Now it's effectively 4 inserters per wagon. And I could still do 16 wagons and have one feed each for these 4 rows. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, yeah, 16. Did I say first? I did, yes, this time. This time. And this thing... 2,000 divided by... 27 by 4. It should be done... It should cycle every 18 seconds. You get that reference? You have a design for unloading trains, inserting side loading backwards into an underground? Yeah... Why not 4 inserters? Mostly space. Like, how do you get 4? And then, what I want is the chest to be able to unload on both sides. Chest being able to unload on both sides is kinda helpful. There's not enough room for it. Otherwise the chest gets unbalanced. Yeah, I have the other 4-way thing, which I think... Over here... No, that's the second one. Do I even have one? 2 by 1 chest. Yeah. I think Spenny had a, Spenny? Had one which was like, it was long. Uses more, it's no good if it uses more splitters. We ever gonna get an in-depth video? Wasn't the one I did, there more in-depth? I thought it was. Or do you want something even more than that? Because there was the Exterminate one, which was a crappy was it 5 AM, 6 AM one? Ideally, this would be a no-splitter design as well, which is what I'm trying to work towards. I mean, I can make it no-splitter just by, like, doing that. There. And there. I can just make the belt snake around. Yeah, is that the sort of thing you're talking about? What have we got there? Oh, that's just showing stack size. Oh yeah, 8 is actually... That is true. I've forgotten about that. Yep, I know, but... Yeah, limiting the stack size, you can get it down to 2. Problem is there's no slack time. That's the ultimate problem. That bot's a friendly bot, isn't it? What I can do is loop that round. And now it's doing it without a splitter. Trouble is that these aren't being added. Do the same thing. Yeah, I know you can override the stack size. There. You can do that. It's just that a lot of the Reddit tricks don't actually work as well as they'd like to think they do. Case in point. I'm pretty sure there is actually a better reason for that. In fact, having them at different stack sizes would make even more sense. Doesn't matter, I think, if the chest is more or less empty, then the other left and right is balanced. The problem I had with the previous design, which was, I mean, admittedly, it was above average, but it wasn't the best. The problem with it was one of the chests would always end up full and the other would always end up empty. It would help if I actually consumed the whole belt. My smelter design always relies on this being not running at like 0.7 of capacity, and so one side always got more drained than the other. Yeah, it actually works. It makes sense. It works better if you have different stack sizes. I mean, admittedly, these are going to do most of the work, and these are going to be backed up. Is that a good thing, though? Probably isn't. I'm just wondering if side loading actually does anything. Like if I make these two side load. Not convinced. We'll come back to it. Oh yeah, it's too long. Yeah, I'd have to bring these closer together. Yeah, then it would gain the space it needs. And it'd also save a little space by doing that. There. Cut one side out. 0.7 of a belt still means it needs some of it. Trying to picture it. There's a few things you can do with loading belts on corners. You know what? Yeah, what you would do is, to make it stackable, would do that. There. There. So now it's stackable. But it's not ideal to actually use. Just trying to think. Turn that on. Okay, no, I had it off for spreadsheet time. Like what I need to do is start with like this one, then that one, then that one, then that one. Like I'd have to go around. So hi, Siabi. That's why I'm tempted to actually look at the Colonel Will one, because it's actually pretty clever, and they spend a lot of time figuring it out. There's an entirely no splitter unloader. It's a good enough idea to the point where I'm tempted to steal it. Maybe not steal it, just borrow it. Because I'm pretty sure it's along the same reasoning that I'm using. Along the same thinking. What I'm thinking is... like you do that. Yeah. Do I actually need these inserters? Creative, definitely doing it. Oh boy, where? Which one is it? Where is that one? It's a big map. You're back? Very nice. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, look at this. This thing's crazy. It's built right on top of the corpses. Circuit controlled, no? Okay, it is side by side. Huh. It was, what was originally... Oh, just-in-time delivery. And these 13.4? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 and 5. This one doesn't do a hell of a lot. It's probably a fraction. Is that low power too? No. I'm so sensitive to seeing low power. So let's do some numbers. So we're 13.4. Draft time is 3.2, not 32. 1.2. 5 is 1. 1500. Which is bit over 0.5 of a blue belt. Actually surprised that works. I didn't expect that to work as well as it did. And then 10 is 9. See, I would have gone with 9. And that would be my mistake. In fact, if I actually had a look at my... Can I even see it? I think I need to sync mods, I think. I got too many saves. I need to clean up the directory again. If I could be bothered loading up this one. I think it's 9. 8 plus 1. Yeah, I would have picked 9, but I know what they're doing. They're using the 10 so that it consumes the... In fact, let's load it up. I'm pretty sure... Oh, I had to think then. I'm pretty sure I did 9 in this one. Or effectively 9. It's probably not comparable, actually. Then it's just... who cares about power? Yeah, I get what they're doing, though. I mean, power does kind of matter, in the sense that it's beacons that are not doing anything. But yeah, what they're doing is... The 10 means that it's consuming all of the input belt. I think I get what's going on now. Come on, game. You know you want to. Check those sprites. We believe in you. The main thing is the consuming... So, the idea of that smelter from the kernel wheel map is it doesn't use any splitters in the input or output. As long as the inputs and the outputs are all balanced, then it always works out. Is this thing actually gonna do the thing? There it goes. Oh, it's having a good thing. I think it's been a while since I've opened this map. Oh no, it's 18. It's a chugger of a map, this is. Let's see. 1, 2... The numbers are different, but they're sort of same but different. 5, 6, 7. Worst. What's base doing right now? It's 11k. It's doing 11,000 signs a minute. It's fine. I should refresh this base at some point. Yes, this is my previous way of doing it. Because this is the other way of doing 16. So at the very least I can pull the numbers out of this one. So you're getting 16 belts. We're unloading from 16 wagons up here. Using this, just all of the splitters and loaders. And then just more splitters. And see how it's doing one lane. That's ultimately the problem with this setup. I'm just struggling to grab because we're doing to chest stubs. Used to be cool, but apparently not anymore. 1, 2, 3. Fills one belt. Well, it doesn't actually fill one belt. And then 1, 2, 3. And then this one, which does the compensation. So it's, yeah, 7. Lucky, how you doing? Good boops to you, too. And then it untangles itself to shuffle around the belts. Oh yeah, I send them through there, that's right. You can actually make it even longer and send even more down, so I can make it narrower. Yeah, I'm not sure at this point if I want to do 8 or 16 wagons. I'm kind of inclined towards 16, just given the sheer volume. Yeah, 10 for no splitters. I want the no splitters. I need to get like this thing just can't be there. Can't have this crap. $64 wagons. That's a lot of wagons. Okay. Right, what did I do on this one? Because I haven't looked at it in like a billion years. Track. Data control. Early death screen and base. Let's do it again. Penalty? I mean, the penalty for those splitters is massive. Yes, this one is, yeah, 8. They're only 8 beacon, that's why. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take what you had times by 2. Well, I need like 190 something. Or is it 180? 190 actual builds coming out. Oh, that's right. That's why this thing's weird, is because I did, well, weird stuff. So instead of one build feeding one, it's actually like this build and this build feeds this build. And then it does, yeah, it's a weird one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it goes on to feed the next belt. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's why 7's familiar. Yeah, that's why the unload on this one is just so bizarre. It's because it's not one to one. It's not one build to one build. It's just a mess. This one. It was a good idea at the time. Like, it was kind of cool at the time. It was actually a good performer. It was just not foolproof. Kind of assumed that you needed balancing everywhere. Yeah. All right. I know where it's at now. Yeah, these things are really hard to design. It's complicated. I wonder where I can cram substation. It's a real question. 936 wagons. What was it? It was like, that wasn't it? Already forgotten. I legitimately forgotten now. It was for... like that, wasn't it? I mean, I could just load it up again. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's either or, really. Something like that. So I'll move that down a tile. I guess I can keep that one there. Yes, eat the iron ore. This is kind of procrastinating in a way. Yeah. This should have no trouble feeding this belt at all. Like that. Going to do one 936 trade. I actually did do that at something like that at one point. At one point in time, I did actually do something like that. It was very, it was the one red belt base when I did that. Trains to pull that? A lot more than one. So yeah, we know from this thing, we need at least 9 and a 10, assuming a 13.4. I'm going to go for 13.4 because it's just going to be so many smelters otherwise. And we need... what did we say it was? Yeah, it's got to be 16. 176, 12. We'll make it 12 unloaders. So 192. 192. So 12 unloaders to do all this. That's a lot of unloaders. And... moist mouth. See what you did there. What's our time at? Barely started. There are some more trees. Some room. Just wondering if I can cram any more in. Can I cram more in? Is the question. Like here. So it'll be 6, 12, not really worth it. At least you have to work very hard to get run over by a train like that. Good news is it will keep you running over for a long time to come. Yeah, to get hit by that, you'd have to do some work. Alright, so it'll be a block of 4. It'll be 4 deep. Given the space to work with down there, there's plenty of room to go deeper. Giggity. Pressure over the spawn time. That happened on the Red Circuit map. A train track was put through the spawn area and there's people camping on the spawn, and then trains just started flying through, flattening people. Unfortunately, I sent a train through when JD respawned, but missed him. Almost got him with a tank too. So the other thing I wanted to know, just quickly, so if there's 192, I want to know how far up it goes. 48 vertically, like it's 48 of these wide. 48 of these wide is what I want to know. It's the last bit of information. You can't be there. You have to be there. Because they need the output somewhere. Like that. Five. From then on, just a matter of copy paste, really. Or blur. Oh, actually, if you can reach all the way through, Oh wait, you can't go through there. That means all of these tiles are basically fair game. Is that 6? No. That's not going to that's not going too crazy. I could just stack them like that. The hard part is shuffling them all around so they actually fit. Actually, it might be a problem with the substation. Bit of a we'll see what happens type of deal. Can't help myself. It's got to be orderly. It'd be irresponsible not to do it properly like that. Wouldn't it now? Oops. Just shot something. 10? Let's make sure... Oh, apparently it's 12. 12. Back to 10. Now it's actually 10. Yeah, because apparently I can't count. There, it's 7. 6. Weave. OCD friendly? I do my best. Six, 5. I'm keeping the output offset, that way I don't get confused. Because it will confuse. Will has confuse. Otherwise. That's kinda useless. That is fine though. This will output like that. Onto the same side. Oh dear. Number of times I've do that is way too high. Tile. That should work. Yep, there we go. I mean, once this thing's figured out, it could probably OCD up it a little bit more. Actually, delete the second one. I can. Almost. Now, that's half of it, and 3/4. Hopefully there's enough room in this area. 4. So that's how long it'd be. And given the space available, I could actually make it even longer, which is what I was sort of thinking about before. Otherwise it's going to be a chongus. Because it's going to be 48 high, and then you still got to do steel, so it's the same thing again for steel, not steel, iron. But steel is also a consideration too. I haven't even grabbed them. I haven't even looked at the numbers for steel and such. Steel's actually an interesting one, because I have done full build consumers before, and it's never balanced out. So that'll be an interesting one. I reckon max consumption on the belt, but not max on input, but not max on output. I do tend to max output. We don't need that many furnaces. So to do a central smelter, yeah, I don't want to do patch smelting this time. Patch smelting isn't as good for this sort of scale I'm looking at. I mean, patch smelting is good, but it's not going to be amazing on this one. So we've got the smelting continent. The sort of scale looking at, you're almost direct mining into a train. Probably don't need to actually build these beacons, mind you. It would be nice to have the blueprint ready in its complete form. kind of miss the thing that show, you know, now that the honeymoon period of the new beacon's in, I kind of miss the old indicator. I mean, there's only one possible state a beacon can be in, mind you. But it's nice to very clearly visually see whether or not it has modules or not. Realistically, I could only get one more belt in. How would that change things? No. I'll make it a little bit narrow, a little bit less wide. That's about it, really. All right. Come down here. And there. So that's where this one ends. And then the next one begins. And I need to slide them all across. Basically, that one isn't there anymore. Like that. I think I might have gotten a little bit over keen. Actually, using that one. It'll all make sense eventually. Come back to this point there. Oh, I can do that there. Okay, see how it is. Hey, yes. We'll go in there now. That's the end of that. There we go. Turbo speed time. Whee. There to there. What are we smelting? Everything. Everything that it is possible to smelt is being smelted. There we go. It's even more OCD friendly now. How's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me park it on the other side. I just make sure that I haven't done a dumb. I haven't. Copy and paste that again. This is generally pretty long-winded and tedious. Probably safe to do that. I won't commit to all of them just yet. 5, that one. The last one. And then what it's going to do is kick up like that. It's now going to be an output. Ten. Let's bring this thing out first. There. Stop there. Yeah, this is where things get a little interesting. So it's sort of got to find a new hole. To go, Unless it does at the tile before. Can it even do that? Wakey wakey. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. The other one monitor went to sleep. And it wasn't waking up again. Gone into a coma. Once again, slides across. You were right, it's throwing down that host. Hey, do enable. I do it the other one. Oh, I moved the inserter over one tile. Okay. And that slid one over one further down. That went to there. You went to there. To whoop. As soon as I find the position, there. Now I gotta figure out how to get these outputs in. So what I might do... Oh no. I was thinking I should grab the slower loaders, but no, I can just use slow belts there. Let's throw these down. See it run. Take over depleted input lane. I'm trying to keep them somewhat segregated. So it's functioning as intended so far, at least. So I'm trying to slide them over. I'm trying to avoid the spaghetti that I normally do with these sorts of things. Trying to make something that isn't just a mess. As I say, like I normally do. I think it's safe to do that. And the end result being 1, 2, 3, 4 that all come out here. Like that. There. You remove unfiltered items. Fine train. I mean, at least one of them works. That stops there. Go there. Get rid of that. Okay, just to make sure, that's 10. 9, 10, that's 10. Just want to make sure that it is actually doing what it should. The input belts are doing what they should. It looks about right though. Should put markers to where the 10th one is. 10. That would help significantly with me finding each of the 10th ones. 10. Yes, now I have markers for every 10. Okay, that one just stopped. The bottom one should back up. Yeah, it's backing up. Got 1, 2. Question is, do I keep sliding them over? Or do I just park them in their final place? Problem is, eventually this is going to collide with the... oh, not really. Eventually it'll collide with the... well, that one collides with the inputs. As long as there's at least one free space, in theory this works, but you can't... it is possible to cram them all in. Cram all... make... what is that? 6. 4, 5, 6. You can't have 7, because there's always going to be one builder plate. So I can either slide that one over. That goes up there. Trouble is, where does the next one go? How do I get the belt into there? That's the question. Unless I like legitimately do this. Like that. Unless I actually do that. Because it leaves this one no room to go anywhere. Alternatively, I can do the same thing and do that. There. There's room to maneuver out the way. I kind of hate it, but at the same time I kind of want to do it. Yeah. It's just not 100% consistent between the other builds. But oh well. Now I have three belts. now to be 4. Oh, it's backwards, that's why. 3, I just need to get the 4th one in somehow. There. Slides up one, blocks that one. Really deal with it is to do that. I mean, it's all 4 lanes. It's just that one that's really awkward. Yeah, and that should now see all of that draining out. I didn't steal any modules, I hope. I mean, I can drop that back down. 4. 1. Oh no. See anything flash different? So yeah, that's one row of smelting now, just to copy it like 11 million times. Put an actual physical number to that, 11 million. I need to know how many irons I need. Which means I need to put that in. 199. That might be a little too many. 12. 13. 108. Okay. It's probably a little bit underdone. I mean, I'm tempted to actually bump it to 14. Just because of make everything and all that. Then, I keep it at 13. Well, that's 13 and... I say it was 12 by 16. Slower belts. Bottleneck. Yeah, oh yeah, I had the bottleneck. I can get rid of that now. So in theory, this should never stop running. While I'm doing that. Question is it really how close to the line can I run? I do. 16. Oh, I went wrong way. Can I afford to steal that much away? Is the question. Because I kind of don't want too much. I might. I mean, even saying that, I might have the capacity there but not use it. Will it never stop running? If something's wrong with the numbers, then... In fact, I'm pretty sure I just saw it. Yes, see it's stopping. It shouldn't stop. N. Like, it should basically never stop. Should time it so that it never stops. Ah, I wonder if that's what they also did. Is that they've added some timing to it. That'd be it. I thought it looked a bit funny. Get rid of these two. Ooh, why are you gappy? That one. Yeah, there's occasional gaps. Yeah, I know what it is. It's something we fixed by doing that. Well, fixed the lazy way by doing that. It's not great. I don't really want to do that. Fixing it's a pain without using two inserters. That's all I can say to that. I remember that from the FE base. Yeah. Time to tear down and start again. Yep. Rip it all up. Start over. It's all broken forever. Rip run. New Megabase. Double it. For now, I'm going to do the double inserter, but I'm going to need a proper solution eventually. I need to fix it actually properly. Maybe. Not likely. Can I feed it? Not anytime soon. Oh, trash slots are full. Ways around that. Ideally, there'd be ways around it. There we go. Problem gone forever. Yeah, it just doesn't always drain at 100%. Let's save that. I know there's either two things going on. Either I missed something with the belts, or they're timing them. I'm pretty sure it's timing based. Which makes sense. There it is. Megabase. I hate to say that I'm copying someone else's. I don't like doing it. I like coming up with my own things. But at the same time, I already have like 95% or 90% of it already. Of the concept. I'm pretty sure this is... that's what I'm missing. I got it. Yep. I should have just done it. It's a smarter way to do it, really, because it deals with that. Like, instead of doing the double inserter, which is the way I'm solving this problem, what you should be doing is backing it up onto a lane like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this thing is deliberately being run down. Yeah, see, it's timing based. So it's waiting for a certain amount. It's waiting for it to fall below a certain amount before it'll let a train in again. Bring this over here and try to get flattened in the process. Oh, it's just averaging. Never mind. But just to keep these continuously flowing, it has to be. There needs to be some kind of timing. Oh, actually, there's more here. Oh no, that's an alarm. If it's not iron, I think that's the not iron alarm. Yeah, the only way this could work. I mean, this thing demolishes belts. Ooh. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Ooh. Huh. Interesting. That's why it's demolishing it so fast. Because it's actually pulling 2 belts out of every wagon. It's not a terrible idea, you know. Although mine assumes 100% uptime. This isn't 100% uptime. Interesting. Yeah, this isn't 100% uptime smelter. See? It'll never run 100%. I mean, it's inherently balanced, which is amazing. Like, you got to take a minute to appreciate that. But it's not, I mean, this loader is also pretty wild too. That's something I need to think about. But yeah, this isn't actually 100% uptime smelter. In the normal sense. Oh, it might be. Ding ding. Like, it's hardly seeing enough ore. It's probably like 95%, something like that. 90 or 95. Okay, so the mistake that I made is direct feeding. You know what? Start over. Can I do it without starting over? What I need to do is build like that. That significantly cramps what I can do. We'll call this version 2, perhaps. Three, 5. That should be the same. There. I can get 4 down just barely. Barely. Like that. Yeah, I'm filling up those chests more. I think there was only 2 chests per? Yeah, I'm doing those chests. I'm doing 1 belt, whereas they were doing 2. That's 5. Means it swaps sides. Oh wait, that's the other way. That works too. Like that. Put it on the far side. Like that. Which means I can copy paste the rest. That we lose the substation pattern. That stops there. That can probably just carry on the way it is. This bell slides over. Let's just see what happens. Yes, that's actually eliminated a splitter. I wonder if it'll actually work better this way. Alright. Oh. That's kind of important. Alright, so that's 1 lane dealt with. Yeah, that's more like what it should see. Interesting. So next extension. Comes over there. No belt there now. Would be there if I move that. That goes there. That'll then eliminate that one, which can quite nicely slide over there. Alright, I'm happy with that. And I can delete that. There's now only 3. 3 belts remain. And the final step is to add these, which I'll push towards the end. No, I won't. Oh dear. That's not good. New problems have arisen. Now I'm gonna get that over a tile. Mistakes were made. Mistakes have been made. I might need to do a different kind of lane swapper. Oh, there's still no room for it, that's the problem. It doesn't actually change lanes. Mistakes. That help me in any way whatsoever? Maybe. It does. It does. Hang on, let's see what this does. See what happens. It does mean that this has priority over the rest of the smelter though, which I'm not sure is a good thing. I'm pretty confident it's not a good thing, it doing that. So I can slide that out there, up there. I could do something even more bizarre. Oh, that alright, just keep it that way. The worst that could happen. That's the worst that could happen. This one doesn't do anything at all. Put it along. It's just building up. Yeah, I can't do that with an underground then, in that case. Unless... just really go for it. Go for it like that. I mean, I would get it out of the way. Make this sensible again. That. There. It's the same thing. Hang on. What did I just do? I think I actually just solved the problem in a completely different way. The previous one. Previous one? There. Yeah. 5 years younger somehow? Yeah. Splitters, what was it? Yeah, I'm trying to have no splitters at all, because this base is gonna struggle for UPS. Like no other base. I mean, normally I'm pretty wasteful with UPS anyway. So I need to actually put some effort in this time. Which is why this is so much more complicated. But we gotta be consistent. That's not right. No, it doesn't do anything. What am I doing? Needs that to swap sides. Weren't voiding the first builder plates. No, because they are over here. There's a lot of issues going on. The build actually just stops here. Get rid of him. Alright, let's attempt to copy it. Time is it at? 1:42. Hopefully we can round this out by the 2 hours. By the 2-hour mark. And then we can say we're done smelting. And I can build smelting. The smelting will be sands modules as well. Initially. And I'll just run it. I'll just run it as is to instead of the, like, I'll have to balance it initially, pre-modules, and then I'll need to completely reset the entire build, and then do it again with modules, run it again with modules, or restart with modules. Massive pain in the ass to do it that way, but it's the only way to work. It's the only way to work in game. Otherwise, I just got to sit there waiting for modules forever. Yeah, these things, it's better to run them without modules. Yeah. Not there anymore. So you inherit that position. Yeah. You inherit that position. I'm slightly concerned. Some of these are going to end up in steel. some of these are going to end up turning into steel at some point. I'll just smash the Q button infinitely. Get out iron ore, which it shouldn't be. Probably be something like that as all iron plate. No, those as iron plate. There. I mean, I shouldn't be seeing iron ore there. Hopefully that'll clear up. If it doesn't, I've got a problem. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, your iron plate, your iron plate. So I'm getting 3 lanes of iron plate. Just like that. It's mostly working. This one isn't working, however. The second one. Here. Yeah, this one, I think, yeah, just dead ends. Doesn't have anywhere to go yet. What does the first one do? I think it just slides over a tile. It slides up a tile. Out the way. Just like that. That slides up out the way, and then this comes up to here. Actually, don't need to do that. if it works, just the same. If it works, it's just the same state of suboptimal production. In theory, if this thing's when this thing's working perfectly, it never needs a balancer. That, if you mean by going back to what we were talking about before, I mean, yeah, it is the same production. Could just split it out over more smelters to compensate as well. Hey, bonus scans the new Stinson. I know what happened to your time though. I'm starting to really hate Streamlabs, you know. Like, really actually hate and dislike them. And hate and dislike. I mean, it's doing what it should. If I was really keen, I'd either extend this one across by one or that back by one. OCD it, you know. Good, no gaps. Yeah, it's looking the part. Grab those. How hard is it to eliminate those from doing plate? Very. I can't group them easily. I mean, I can always slide this one. No, I can't actually. It's actually really difficult to bunch up on the bottom side on this design. It's really interesting. It's not normally too much of a problem. Like this one, 4 slides in as a block quite easily. Right, it's definitely going into my blueprints. Save. Load. Let's go back to you. I think we've got a workable smelter design. Right about here. Look at the size of this thing. Yeah, just like start it there and work our way down. Let's get you out of the way for now. It's actually really handy that it shows on the map the ghosts. See why I really want is more space? Yeah. And a lot of this space here is going to be taken up by train, so I really want it like there. So I want this up there. Like that. Let's commit. And I'll just restamp it again. Make sure the... yes. Make sure the full blueprint gets ghosted. Oh, Black Spots of Doom, there is. There most definitely is. Okay, smelter, or bots, do your thing. Or the said smelter. How do you feel about many smaller full bases doing SPM versus one monolith base? Doing the smaller bases has some degree of inefficiency to it. It does work. Or it can work, having said that. Like there's a, I think I've got a 16k. There's a save of a 16k base, I think, which is all made up of like 1 or 500s, something like that. 20k there. There's a 20k base made of like 1k modules. Like it is possible. Oh, I'm out of those things. Things that do the things and the stuff and the junk. You're doing trees and rocks only. Right, let's go for a wander. Just go for a stroll with my deconstruction planner. I should turn off bots too. Probably should. Generally I find a purpose-built base better. Overall. Back to me, bots. Ugh. Small power pole. Ugh. Now I'm just going through pulling faces to the camera. It's going to be out for a while. Construction. Get some more construction going. Oop. My bot's back. Hey, Logistic are in the logistics 207. I reckon there could be a few more, surely. Actually, it probably doesn't need any more, realistically. It needs more construction, though. I'll probably bring it up to like 500 construction bots. 500 or so. What's screaming for what? Well, the oil base will be screaming for modules and apparently refineries as well. This will be screaming for bots and prod mods. And belt. Yep, all the belt. And a full load of wood. And that, now just going to need to let it build itself. And that's only one of... Like, that's only iron and copper so far too. I haven't even done stone yet. Stone's slightly different because it uses two stone to make one brick. Also need to do the stone, the wood burning. Take the whole print down. I put down the initial print in map view and then I restamped it in regular. Regular doesn't have doesn't obey the same rules as map view does. Bots are all idle now. Okay, I guess I don't need all those bots anyway. After all. So what do we say? It was... Which one does 4? Only need minimum 170 total. But we're going for 192. And this is just copper. So we need 48 of those for copper. And 52 for iron. I nearly said steel there. Do you use a train controller at all? I'm debating what to use for this one, whether I use the vanilla one. I might use the vanilla one. Yeah, I might use the vanilla one for this one. I was debating that or TSM. The TSM modded. I mean, it's not gameplay changing, but I want this one to be all vanilla. I don't want like extreme modding. To be bottlenecked on blues now. Yeah, and then there's still stone and steel to go after that. Actually 100, yeah, 48 and 52. I saw full chests. Full chest alarm. Who's how you doing? Hi. Yeah, when in doubt, just throw more at it. Right. Burner inserters really shouldn't do this. But I'm going to. I mean, I only feel like I can get away with it because nuclear. Hey, Locator. Were you here before? I don't remember. I actually legitimately don't know. What are we at? 4 hours 17. Yeah, and that's the beginning of... So 100 of those rows. Thankfully there's enough room for them. In for a shock, the high quality solid fuel suddenly... Yeah, suddenly degenerates into this low quality wood. Don't even got to notice it for a while. Well, maybe now they will. As soon as this one burns down, just watch the bar go down. You're lucky if the burner inserters can keep up. It's actually running pretty hard. Been lurking at work? Lurking and working, eh? Oh, speaking of steam engines, I saw a comment. The third kind of person, we went through this before, there's two kinds of people. The enlightened people who put the pipe here like they should, the savages who put the pipe in between the two steam engines, and then the other type of savage, the third type, who put the pipe in between every second steam engine. I mean, still savages, but different kind of savage. Should start going away fairly quickly as these start to empty. So I see someone playing Among Us. See if I can nudge in on it. What about max density with some stations? That's true enlightenment right there. But early game, you don't really get the choice. Yeah, true enlightenment is substations. But at that point, you probably should be using nuclear instead, if you can do that. Anyway, or moving swiftly along. We're dealing with that situation. Are those who store all the steam in tanks to be shipped off trains to power at outposts. Why not both meme? Why not both .gif? Oh, I got some speed modules. Yeah, waiting on blues though. Need a more faster blues. Well, not really. Just like I say that, but like there's only so much that can be done. Oh, like yeah, like circuits. All the circuits being all the eaten. That might be better. Might be, but probably isn't. I don't think it's slowing. No, it's not slowing anything down anyway. It's not slowing anything down to exist like that. Important thing is, are they fully productivity'd? Because they need to be fully productivity'd to be in any way useful. I'm tempted to do that. Seems more productive to do it that way. As I say, it's already running max. Like these belts, this is all of the supply, and it's maxed out, given the copper supply that it has. So, it might help it a little bit, but it's grasping at straws at that point. How did you build your second? No, because it's not ordering radars. So you can squeeze some bead beacons. I could. The problem is there's not enough green circuits to. It's borderline. There's just not enough green circuit supply to justify it, and I could underground the reds. But yeah, as I say, like the green circuit supply is maxed out. I wouldn't like. I can't. To get more blues, I'd really need to get more greens. Oh, actually, I could speed these. No, I can't. They're actually already max prod. I thought they were all prod ones still. Speed ones, which, again, I can't speed up something which isn't even being used 100%. Yeah, the starter copper is starting to run out. Need old-fashioned double everything, make it faster. I do. What I need to do, instead of trying to squeeze more out of that, is... That's why I've been focusing on the smelter. Like, there's no point squeezing more out of it. I need to do the alternative. Otherwise, I'll just be, you know, stretching outposts out again. So now I have smelting started. The next step is circuits, which probably be a future me problem, a next time me problem. The last thing I'll do is I might stamp a few more of these down. Yeah, I think next time we'll start on circuits, and then once we've designed those, we'll come back and start connecting it all together, and then replace these. By that stage, I think these copper patches will run out. Yeah, have some modules. Ew, you got no lubricant. Oh, because you got too much gas. I need to burn off gas. And I can, oh, yeah, I'm not burning off gas because I'm burning wood. I need this plastic line running again. It's actually quite funny. Funny in an ironic kind of way. put priority on the plastic line? Yeah. I mean, I'm not overly concerned. Actually, yeah, I suppose I am somewhat. I just need a drain on it. There it is. Yeah. Boop. Yeah, I unplugged it because I didn't really need it anymore. Because I was using the other plastic. I mean, this oil isn't really doing anything anymore. It's the two patches that it's feeding from are basically bottomed out now. I think I have actually bottomed out, come to think of it. Oh no, I haven't. Never mind. I'll speed module them again. Oh, hang on, you're not running. Why are you running? Probably because it's backed up on crude. Well, it makes sense, really, when you think about it. Because this thing's backed up on gas because it couldn't run. Big Dog TV coming in my follow. Get to still add beacon to the jacks? I could. Probably not going to. Or is the loss of beacon that big of a deal to this thing? It's probably the loss of solid fuel from gas. Gas into solid fuel, really. Any tips for building a Megabase for 1K science bin? Also, hello. Hey, Dark Love. How you doing? Hope you've been doing well. Biggest thing is plan out something. Plan it out to be nice, modular. Make full use of beacons. Don't wait for modules. Is the other thing. Also, probably the two biggest things, if anything, is plan. Don't wait for modules. Don't wait for your starter base to make modules. It'll take forever. Don't tear down the starter base before you in the process of building the Megabase. Like, don't tear it down and say, all right, I'm going to start fresh, because you'll suddenly be out of items to actually build it. Hit that follow button. There's a good idea. Rain's really selling it. I don't think I requested inserters here. Yeah, we've actually been going through doing... walking through the Megabase process here. There's a lot of YouTube videos on it, and it's all much of a muchness. Learn to Megabase by watching. There you go. How it happens. No coincidence. Yeah, so we actually spent the better part of an hour and a half coming up with this. And even then, this is heavily inspired by an existing build. I don't actually need to do that. I just do that. Yeah, I'm gonna board that. Get one going first, one fully built first. That'd be smart. Be a smarter use of time. So as soon as... Actually, I think it is already built to the point where... Yeah, I didn't request inserters. It's kind of important. Just kind of important. I think it just needs undergrounds, actually. Yeah, it just needs undergrounds. Dedicated factory to productivity modules and speed modules. That's one way of doing it, yeah. So, Colonel Will, another person another streamer who's big on megabasing, he builds... So he has a starter base, which is specifically built to get through early game. And then the second stage is... Start with 8 use about 30% space and payback time. Does it use... Is it All I'm interested in with the UPS is, all I'm interested in with the smelter is the UPS. I know 8 beacons does save a lot on resources and space. I'm not sure what the I'm not sure what the UPS difference is. I might do some benchmarking in between. Although I have a feeling you've already done it. You can probably tell me straight out. Yeah, Colonel Will, he has a starter base to do starter base, and then does a specific module base, which just smelts like, you know, it just turns iron and copper into circuits and then into modules. That's all it does, is make circuits and modules. So there's one way. 33, yeah, it's a lot less power, definitely. Although, power, debatable. I know power, like nuclear, there is a UPS cost. There's also the resource cost of solar, but because it converges to nothing. The only thing it costs in the end is time. It's actually, you actually reminded me, it's something I keep forgetting to do is compare 8.8 builds with full beacon in terms of UPS. As far as I can tell, a full beacon it's less inserters, less assembly, less smelters. They're essentially assembly machines. So they would be more efficient. Well, that's almost done. So drained it pretty evenly too. Hey, that one I says them. See how solar efficiency has a UPS cost, but you're always building the dam. Yeah, that is actually the cost in itself. That's the cost, is that you're continuously, hey, and with the 31 month.
Hey, Mocho.
Thank you very much for that. Show some love and hype for that when I so slim, throwing down the 31 month. Why is it called 8.8 when they're 4 on each side? The explanation for that came up last time. It was 8 beacons to 8 assembly machine, or 8 beacons to 8 machines, something like that. Yeah, solar is better than nuclear in terms of UPS. It's just the act of building the solar is a massive pain in the ass. Like, I don't remember, like I haven't done it in so long, I don't remember what the solar stamp, my preferred one even does. I say mine, I think it's actually Matsuri's. It was 104. Yeah, 60 kilowatt. So that's only 6.4 megawatts per stamp. 6.4, 6.2. I can claim that one. I remember you came up with a new one when the substation changed, and mine was like 95% the same thing. And I wanted something that just relied on substations rather than maximizing Roboport range. I didn't care about Roboport range because you just delete those eventually. I haven't used it in so long. I don't even know if it's actually accurate. And with the remote spiders, will the blueprint improvements to solar? Potentially. I mean, you still got to craft all the solar panels and accumulators and substations. They're easy. It's the solar panels and accumulators. It just takes a lot of time, a lot of resources, and a lot of space. Anyway, that was otherwise pretty much it for me for today. That's all I had planned for now.